Yeah,
Um,
sure.
SCX24. You guys are, in my opinion, the like football fields ahead industry leaders for these little cars. First off, how does that feel to be at like the forefront of, I mean, an entire industry in the RC world?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, we're definitely putting in the work, and obviously being, at the top comes with a lot of time and energy and money, but it's all, working out for us right now, and we're continuing to pump out super rad parts for these things. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen what we've been doing lately, and that is, I don't want to say it's just a start, but there's plenty more of that to come. So,
That's really exciting. Super exciting. So there's a couple things I want to hit first, like first and foremost. Obviously, the gripper, was it released today or was it yesterday?
yeah, today it dropped.
Congratulations, man. How's the release been for it?
Pretty good, pretty good. We sent a few sets out to. We have like some team guys
Mm-hmm.
that help us test products, and they, will come out with prototype stuff, and they'll tell us it sucks and why they think it should be better, and then we make more revisions. So, I think we got, a few sets of prototypes on these ones. We've really been trying to dial in the rubber compound that we're using. So I think we've finally gotten that figured out. And so far, it seems like everyone's loving the grippers and the Swamp Kings. And yeah, man, we're just, like you said, trying to stay at the top.
Dude, I think you guys have quite the grip on it right now. So, congratulations again. Let's talk about the gripper real quick. Let's get some info on it. Obviously, it's a less aggressive option than your other tires that you guys have had. What makes them special? Obviously, you're talking about the rubber compound, but tell me a little bit about the tires. Tell me a little bit about why you guys chose to go for more of that like. It really is a hybrid tire, to be honest with you. It's kind of
Yeah.
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. So, originally when we started the company, I'm going to back up even a little bit more.
For sure.
We wanted to produce a, you know, tire in the plus size, like one of the bigger tires in the I'm just going to call it the tire lineup of, all the manufacturers and
Hmm.
everything making 1.0 tires. Because that's just what we felt was best on these cars, especially since everyone's stretching the wheelbase and, you
Hmm.
can't leave tiny tires on it after you stretch it a bunch or else you're just going to get stuck on everything. So,
Hmm.
we opted to go for a bigger tire, and that's kind of what I feel like a lot of people know us for right now is just having the big tires. And so we came out with the Swamp King. That was a great mud terrain style tire. We came out with the Swamp King, which is a super muddy kind of style tire,
Hmm.
and everyone's loving that one. And then I kind of wanted to, you know, back up a little bit, and we kind of wanted to go for something a little bit smaller, a little bit narrower, kind of more of an all-terrain style tire, because we had already had two super aggressive tires. So we kind of just reworked it a little bit, and yeah, kind of trying to see if we can take a little bit different approach and see how it works out and see if people like it. So but I think that gripper looks fantastic. We've put them on a bunch of builds already. And I don't know if you saw any of the pictures I just posted of the blue one that I finished last night, the blue Ripper chassis kit that we sell. We actually just put the photos of that blue Ripper on the website for the Ripper chassis kit today. So if you roll over there, you can see it. But that's got the new grippers on it. That's got our new Torque Series bead locks on it. But came out totally badass, totally fits the scale of the build, looks super proportional. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how everyone likes this.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I do have those pictures actually on screen right now. Um,
Nice.
so it's cool that you guys are not only making tires, but you're kind of taking the scale up to where everybody else, in my opinion, feels like it should be. I have a deadbolt. I bought the deadbolt. I bought the Jeep, And right out of the box, it feels, I mean, right, the price point is pretty low, entry wise, just getting a 24. But out of the box, it just feels so dinky, right? It's not that wide. It's not that. It's paperweight, right? I've had multiple people who've reached out and they're like, I know they have a 24. And I'm like, well, do you ever get out and like do anything with it? And they're like, it's not as fun as I thought it would be, and it's more of a desk ornament than anything else. But you guys, and not only in like pictures and things like that, but with videos, you're clearly demonstrating that these things are functional. And there's guys that have turned their deadbolt chassis, their C10 truck chassis, into more functional cars, but they look like crap.
Yeah.
You really lose all of the coolness of having this scale car by adding all the all the brass shit and like making it extra wide by using wideners that are ugly. I wanted to ask you guys about the Super 8 axles, because I've seen those on the website and I didn't realize, do you guys offer a metal version of those now?
So we are literally like just cresting into selling a completely billet version of that. So everything up till now has been plastic, and this next drop will be plastic still. But we so like that blue one I built with our brand new billet housings. We have about 40 front and rear Super 8s up for grabs, that aren't, obviously they're not live on the website yet, but as soon as the plastic stuff gets in, when we put the Super 8s back in stock, the billet housings will be back in stock and sold as a upgrade for now. But I think by the time the next Super 8 batch comes in, it will be just, what you get is a billet kit with brass knuckles and brass dip, like everything, so no more 3D print stuff, brass or billet steering link set, like the whole nine.
Cool, dude.
So and we've talked about selling the plastic stuff still as a more entry level, a little bit cheaper option, but we have had people break them or whatever. We've actually never broken any, so I don't know.
That says a lot,
Yeah. But we've had a few of the plastic ones break, and we're like, we back our products 100%, and if someone emails us and they're like, dude, my housing broke, like, we're gonna send them a new one, like, free of charge. We're not we're not out here trying to sell junk parts and then the same parts somebody twice because it broke. Like, we're gonna take care of them. But we're definitely trying to move away from the 3D printed on the axles and convert everything into billet. So,
well, I think it's awesome because it's funny. I was talking to Dustin yesterday on our live stream because you reached out to me about the game that we've been playing quite a bit. I need to get you on the game sometime when things slow down for a little bit for you. Get you a full racing sim and everything set up and come race with us online. It's been a lot of fun. But
yeah, it'd be sweet.
I get out my 24, I go run it, and I'm like disappointed. And what I want is like just the general consumer. I want to have a Ripper chassis, Super 8 axles, if it's bigger tires, because once you start throwing the proportions off with the stretch and the extra width from the Super 8, here's what I think, and again, this is just me, sell me the whole car. It doesn't have to be assembled. Sell me ready to run, Ripper ready to run, the whole nine, or even a roller, right? Like, you can call it an air quotes a kit, and with no electronics or anything like that. Man, that's all I want, because the 24 stuff is still so new that you kind of have to, you really got to do some reading and really got to make sure that everything fits everything. And in reality, man, if you could say, hey, here it is, here's the price. Okay, now I know if I need to save up for it or if I'm going to get it as a gift or something like that. Like, I know my ballpark and I know what I'm getting, and I know what I'm getting is going to be tremendously better than the 24 that I've had experience with in the past. Because I've had two or three, sold them all, and found a good deal on one. I think my local hobby shop had one for like $80 or something. I don't know why, but I went ahead and scooped it up again because I want these 24s to be good. It's such a cool little car. They're so much fun, but I think that to get it where somebody like myself really, someone who's into the RC stuff, I have everything from 24 to 6 scale, and I've got multiple of all of them except for the 6. But you know, I think that you guys have it figured out. Like if I'm Axial, I come to you guys and say, hey, how can we, what can we do, right? Because
Yeah.
you guys have it where it actually is fun, functional, and all that kind of fun stuff. And the last thing, because like I said, I didn't want to keep you too long. Tell me about the Ripper chassis. And I know you guys are still offering, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are still offering your Ultra 4 style chassis, right?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, right now we have the Ultra 24 and we have the Ripper. And yeah, both of those are selling like mad and people are loving them. But yeah, definitely to touch on what you were just saying with like the, being able to buy a kind of complete kit. I mean, that's definitely the direction that we're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even like, honestly, I think with the Ripper, you'll probably see that uh, maybe in the next couple months, of us being able to sell a complete Ripper chassis kit with the axles,
Beautiful.
the links, the shocks, the tires, the wheels, everything. Or maybe not tires because people want to pick their own tires, but
Sure.
we're definitely moving. We're definitely moving in that direction, and we're a scale parts company. Like
Mm-hmm.
what we're making is head over heels different than what everyone else is making, and that's okay. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where we want to be, and that's our niche a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, no, you're definitely going to start seeing us pumping out like you said, they won't be assembled, because we don't have the manpower for that.
Sure.
But we're gonna, load all the parts into a box for a flat rate, and ship it out to you. So,
Dude,
no, definitely a lot of cool stuff coming though.
I can't wait because I know, like, you guys are still relatively new. You're still getting everything squared away, and also like, the industry of shipping delays and inventory delays and all that stuff. I know that's been a part of this factor as well. But like, dude, I will be your first customer.
I
Because
appreciate it.
yeah, dude, man, I've bought, and this, it's not just because I know you or anything like that. What it is, I have my SCX24. I bought upgraded electronics. I've bought all the stuff that I need, air quotes, to make it good. I have brass parts. I have the brass wheels. Like, oh, I have all these things, and it's like it still doesn't do what I want. So
Yeah.
the only solution for that, in my opinion, is a little bit more weight, billet axles, wider, Super 8 axles, and a little bit longer with the links that you guys offer. And the Ripper looks so good that it's a no-brainer in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're gonna want something that if you're an enthusiast in the hobby and you know how these things work, go straight there. Go straight. It's littleguyracingparts.com. This isn't an ad. This is just me reaching out because you guys are actually the only people who are making these things like fun for like
Yeah.
the hobbyist level. If you want a paperweight, go get you a regular 24. That's how I really feel about it.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I appreciate it, man,
yeah.
and we're having a blast doing it, and we're trying to keep up with demand as best we can, and I know a lot of people are upset with us at times because we don't have axles, or
Sure,
whatever,
yeah.
but we're buying as much as we can at any given time, and just obviously it takes a while for the stuff to get made, especially now that we're moving toward the billet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot longer to machine an axle housing than it does to print one, so uh, but yeah, no, we're definitely moving in the right direction, and I'm excited to see what the next 6 months or next year brings for us.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, one couple questions just off the top of my head. Do your axles, the Super 8s, are they just housings or do they come with internals?
So we sell replacement parts.
Mm-hmm.
We everything that you'll get in a say Super 8 kit, we'll sell that separately.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a product on our website for a complete Super 8 front, a complete Super 8 rear, and then
Beautiful.
we have a bunch of other products for each part individually. The housing, the knuckles, the tie rod, whatever.
Beautiful. And the last thing I had for you, you guys are coming out with some wheels here pretty soon. I know I looked at the specs on these. They're the legacy ones, right? The 1.0s?
No, so that is that. I mean, that one's relatively new, but that's a non-V-Log. So
Okay.
those would be the new ones that are dropping on Monday. Will be the Torque series.
Do you have a
Torque
picture of
Series
those
1.1.
posted out there?
Yeah, there's a product on the site for it.
Okay. Let me go back. Torque series.
They should be on the homepage also.
Ah, perfect. There they are. Yeah. All right, dude. That polished aluminum. Oh, that's such a good look.
Yeah.
So the hubs, if I go buy a 24 off the shelf, what size are the hubs? Because I think this one you said takes a 7mm.
7mm. What do you mean?
I could be wrong.
Oh, the wheel hex.
Yes, the wheel hex. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 7mm hex.
Okay. Is that stock on the 24s?
That is stock. Yeah, so you can bolt these wheels onto our axles or that new FMS SCX24 that'll bolt onto those. I already got one with them. Yeah, stock, any of our stuff. Yeah, pretty much anything with a 7mm hex that'll work.
Cool. Sounds good. Last thing I have for you, Axial announced today that they're releasing a new vehicle. Have you had a chance to look at the little promo pic they put up?
I did. I literally saw it on my way home from work, and I said, huh. So I texted my guy at Axial and said, hey, what's up with this?
Yeah, buddy.
But he hasn't replied yet, so I will be honest about that. But
yeah.
I might just have to wait till tomorrow with everyone else. But
yeah, no doubt.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to see what they drop.
Me too, man. I guess I'll ask too. Do you have an SCX6 yet?
I don't have an SCX6. We've actually had a couple discussions about making parts for him, but I don't know. It hasn't really gone much farther than that at the moment. But
so the same way that the 24 is its own thing, the 6 is its own crazy beast too. So whenever you guys get in the 6 game, that'll be cool. But you should definitely pick one up just for fun. It drives.
Yeah.
The thing that is stellar and just like kind of mind blowing is they nailed the low and high gear so good. The high gear is pretty fast, about as fast as like a lower end brushless setup and like a 2.2 rig, and the low crawls like the low end in a 24, like an upgraded brushless 24 system. It's very, very sensitive in the low gear. So,
that's rad.
Yeah, dude, they did a great job. But okay, cool, Jordan Pellegrino. Anything else you want to add before you get out of here? I appreciate your time.
No, man. Thanks for having us on, and maybe we can jump on again in the future when we have some more stuff out. But
dude, anytime.
Yeah, thanks again for having us.
Anytime,
and,
dude.
Look forward to seeing what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah. Well,